What if the reason he can't stop thinking about someone has almost nothing to do with beauty? Most people assume attraction is what keeps someone on your mind. Psychology says otherwise, because the people who occupy our thoughts the most are rarely the people who give us everything. They're the people who leave something unfinished, a mystery, a question, an emotional gap. And here's the disturbing part. The human brain is naturally obsessed with what it cannot fully solve, which means that sometimes the person he thinks about all day isn't the most attractive woman in the room. It's the woman who became a puzzle his mind keeps trying to complete. Tonight, we're decoding the hidden psychological mechanisms that make someone replay your name, your words, and your presence long after you've left the room. And the final secret changes everything most people believe about attraction. Now let's reveal something even stranger. People often remember emotions more than events. Years later, someone may forget an entire conversation, but they'll remember exactly how you made them feel. This happens because the brain stores emotionally charged experiences differently. Strong emotions act like mental bookmarks, and the most powerful emotional trigger isn't constant pleasure, it's emotional contrast. Unexpected moments, a conversation that goes deeper than expected, a silence that says more than words. When every interaction feels predictable, the brain stops paying attention. But when someone experiences emotional variety around you, curiosity increases, attention increases, memory strengthens, and slowly you become associated with feelings they can't easily find elsewhere. The first secret is called psychological investment. Most people think attention creates attachment. In reality, investment creates attachment. Think about it. People value things they've worked for more than things they received effortlessly. The same pattern appears in relationships. The more emotional energy someone spends thinking about you, helping you, understanding you, or pursuing you, the more valuable you become inside their mind. This is why constantly chasing someone often backfires. You remove the need for investment. You answer every question. You eliminate every challenge. And when there's nothing left to invest in, the brain slowly disengages. The people who become unforgettable aren't always the ones who try hardest. They're often the ones who quietly create opportunities for emotional investment. Because every thought he spends on you becomes another thread tying his mind to yours. Here's the secret almost nobody sees. People become obsessed with what validates their identity, not just what attracts them, what confirms who they believe they are. Every person carries hidden questions inside their mind. Am I important? Am I respected? Am I desirable? Am I enough? And whenever someone makes us feel closer to the answer we want, we naturally gravitate toward them. This is why certain people become unforgettable, not because they gave attention, but because they reflected something meaningful back. They made someone feel understood, valued, significant. The shocking truth: people don't always fall for the person. Sometimes they fall for the version of themselves they become around that person. And once that connection forms, the mind keeps returning to it again and again. Now for the final revelation. The people who stay in our minds aren't necessarily the most beautiful or even the most available. They're the people who trigger meaning, because attraction captures attention, but meaning captures the mind. When someone becomes connected to curiosity, emotion, growth, identity, and possibility, their presence lingers long after they're gone. So if you want someone to think about you, don't focus on becoming impossible to forget. Focus on becoming impossible to replace. Because the human mind eventually adapts to appearances. It adapts to attention. It even adapts to excitement. But it rarely forgets someone who made life feel different. And that is the psychological secret most people never discover. If you enjoy uncovering the hidden forces that shape human behavior, subscribe to Human Decode.